the 45 before he's brought down. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Breeze now on first down. Finding room inside the 40, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 21. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 14. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
11.
Now Breeze again. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And Davis with it left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Two. 95-56, 95-56. Kill. Ready, my shot.
On first down, Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Under. Hey, two. Under.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Leopard!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
Easy.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 21, 21.
Breeze now on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Mason Foster in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Over. Ready. Yellow waiting. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. We're waiting. 21, 21. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 26.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Got it. Come on, let's go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
11. Ready. Little lady. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 months. Over. Watch his flat. Check. Crunch. 12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Leopard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
12, 12, 12, 12. Line's 54. Got it. 12, 12. You're not ready for this, man.
Now Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
21, 21. Got it. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 5-1. 54, come on.
To throw, it's Breeze. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Got it. Hey, 2. 11, 11, 11. Mike 5-4.
Breeze will try again on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Got it. 13. Come on, QB, come on. 5-4.
Now Breeze on third down. And Ginn's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Under. 12. Got it. Okay. Hey, easy. 12.
Brees going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
13. Over.
On 3rd and long, it's Brees. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Brees. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Got it. 21. Got it. Go get him.
To throw is Brees. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
12. 11. Got it. 95-56. Got it.
Now Brees. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Breeze now to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready? We're waiting.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Ready? We're waiting. Play set. Play set. Play set.
Breeze to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Now Breeze again. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ready? You waiting?
Again, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11. Ready? You waiting? 12. Got it. Waiting for check.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Got it.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. What's good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very...
Davis fighting. He loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11. Ready. Yellow waiting. Mike 5-4. Ready, my cut.
Breeze now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Easy work. It's coming again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Three down. Okay. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 11. Hey, exactly.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
11. Ready. You ready? 36. Ready, what's that?
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready? 12. Hey, what's that?
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Ready. You ready?
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points,